Hi there, welcome to BSF Recovery Team. Well, we're out here, kind of a special run today. We had a club member that recently passed away, and this is kind of a tribute run to him. Jimco, who passed away, started out life off-roading as a mudder, and got convinced to come up here to Trollhagen and play on the trails, and loved it so much he joined the club and just was thrilled with the whole recovery deal. So he started out with one of the wreckers. In fact, the wrecker that Scuba has now was Jimco's original wrecker, and he was up here for this past memorial. Was able to get out and about a little bit in his side-by-side. He's been ill for a long time, and the illness finally took its toll, and he passed away. Here's a picture of Jimco in his side-by-side giving Abby a ride out on the trails. We might have even been on a recovery. I don't remember. As you can see, Abby is pretty young. It was a few years ago. Now, I was originally told that we were going out to Pamela's Pond on the Blue Trail, so we headed out on the Blue Trail. When I didn't catch up with everybody who left before me, I figured we were late for the party. Well, we were late for the party. We were also going in the wrong direction. I found out, after we didn't catch up with everybody, that they went to the mud hole at the bottom of Yoda, which is on a whole different trail. And here's what we found when we caught up with them.
Oh, we might need you.
I didn't get the memo.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. So they told me Pamela's Pond, and then they decided to change it on me. They're here at the mud hole at the bottom of Yoda, and I don't know. We got a bunch of them that won't start now. I don't know if they're all stuck, or I don't think they're stuck, but we'll see. By the time we were able to get there, they were already done slinging mud, and they were trying to set up for a Kodak moment. But there were two trucks that had stalled out and didn't want to restart. One was Aaron's tow truck, and the other one was his son Nick's Blazer.
So I was 6, and I remember walking up to Jim. I was like, Jim, can we go for a ride in your mud truck? He didn't care, so he sit me on his lap. And he always told me, he said the first thing I would do is I'd be driving his truck in the playground. The first thing I'd steer towards was the troll hole and plans to sink his truck.
I'm not sure how it happened or why, but there was a tight strap between Aaron's tow truck and Nick's Blazer.
Yeah, hey, Jay, next time just make sure you have enough gas in your Jeep. Hey, good.
And there was also a vehicle rolled over on its side in the middle of the trail.
Where you said it was going to get sketchy?
No. What do we got to do?
Pull him over?
Well, I can't get back there.
I mean,
You better get Hutner.
You just got to plop on the side there. You okay, Callie?
I'm just saying that left brake is just fucked up. You know?
Just try to drive forward is what I'm thinking. Courtney says you're in.
Well, they were able to get the Toyota back on all four wheels and in a safe spot without the use of a wrecker. Meanwhile, I headed into the mud to see if I could help get one of the other vehicles jump-started or unstuck. About the time I did that, Aaron's wrecker fired up with the help of jumper cables from Ben's Jeep. Now, all of this might seem a little strange to be happening all at the same time, but if you'd ever been on a trail ride or a recovery with Jimco, you would know that it's kind of normal when he was around. And when things went bad, Jimco would just say, try again, and next thing you know, Now that Aaron had his wrecker running again, he was able to back up, get tension off the strap, and get unhooked from his son's Blazer. At about the same time, Nick tried starting the Blazer one more time, and guess what? With both trucks kind of running again, it was time to try again for that Kodak moment. With everybody else now in position, I brought my wrecker up on the side for the picture too.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
We're out here paying tribute to a club member that recently passed away. His name was Jimco. He started out wheeling as a mudder, mud bogs, and he came up here to Trollhagen, Dresser, and started playing on the trails with us and liked it so much and fell in love with the recovery that Jimco was one of our early wrecker operators. And Scuba here happens to be the proud owner of Jimco's original wrecker. And there's not much of the original wrecker left, just the frame, I guess, is what it is. The rest of it has all been changed since then. But I want to tell Scuba about the first memorial that this wrecker actually showed up at. Were you around then?
No, I was not.
You were not around then. The very first time this wrecker came up to Memorial Weekend, it was a bone stock square-bodied Chevrolet. Still had the dual wheels on the rear. It was running, God, I want to say 750 16s, and had a Holmes cable PTO boom in it, and still had the full wrecker body on it. And Jimco brought it up to use, and actually let me use it for the whole weekend up at Rock and Roll and Can Opener, because it was the first year for those obstacles. And we were concerned that we're going to need to be a lot of winching of vehicles out of those two obstacles. So that was the first year that the wrecker was up here. And Jimco didn't even operate it most of the time. I did.
That was typical Jim.
Typical Jim. He let anybody use his vehicles.
Good old number 3, Jim. We covered her in some mud for you, even though I hate washing it. We did it for you, bud.
So Dave's wrecker was Jim's on the road tow truck. When they retired it from on the road, Jim put that cab on it. 14 years ago, he gave it to Dave, and Dave has built it to what it is today. And at Memorial, Jim was happy to see number 3 still out working. So it's an honor.
So why'd you agree to take number 3? Why'd you let Scuba do it?
Because Jim knew that he couldn't build it to what he wanted it to be, and he knew that Dave would go overboard and needed it to be what it is today.